done been around the block. I done been around the block home. Walking through life, I had prayed to God for a ride home. Now I'm pimping a hoopty, pulling up with the homies. We finna spin around the block. Ooh, they like, let's spin around the block home. Let's spin around the block. I prayed to God for a ride home. Things could have been worse, so we kept pimping on. I had dance routines with the devil too. Don't think you special for dealing with hella pressure. Who in this world ain't got some shit going on? Problems to solve, but that shit going wrong. Maybe close to the edge with no one there to pick up the phone. I know some kinfolk that fit the description. It's brothers reading to forget about time that they missing. Sitting inside of that prison. He can't see the light no more. Newborn born with no vision. He won't see the light for sure, but God forbid it. A wise man said a long time ago that when you cold, just remember you could always be colder. 272 below with no coat resting over your shoulders. You want that mansion, me too, but I'm just glad I ain't homeless. Stop your crying, moaning, and your bitching over nothing when it's folks out here in worse positions. I ain't trying to say your problems little. I'm just saying where there's a will, there's a way, and you will win, my nigga. I know, cause I done been around the block. I done been around the block home. Walking through life, I had prayed to God for a ride home. Now I'm pimping a hoopty, pulling up with the homies. We finna spin around the block. Ooh, they like, let's spin around the block home. For all them times we had prayed to God for a ride home. Things could have been worse, so we kept pimping on. We kept it cool when we seen the devil. We stopped looking for them breaks soon as we found the pedal. I done seen heaven's gates, but I was outside of heaven. In church, I tried to stay awake, but my eyes were heavy. Lord, I fall back on my tears to show I'm a man. I can't tell you what I'm thinking, you wouldn't understand. Pray I can get some wisdom to my little man. Hope he know I speak the truth when I tell his ass. I done been around the block. I done been around the block home. Walking through life, I had prayed to God for a ride home. Now I'm pimping a hoopty, pulling up with the homies. We finna spin around the block. Ooh, they like, let's spin around the block home. For all them times we had prayed to God for a ride home. Things could have been worse, so we kept pimping on.
You.
What it do, what it do, what it do? That's this guy. Where is your mic, man?
Right here.
Hell no. Hey, what it do, what it do, what it do? It's the Top Up Podcast. I'm up in here with DJ Mike Nasty. We got our guest. Hey, what I call you? I call you.
I'm still DJ Hale.
Oh, yeah. All right, then. We got DJ Hale. We got her running for office, so this is Hale Morrissette in the building. And she got company with her. She got Jakima Murphy up in the building. Hello. Well, she kind of on the mic, but kind of not. So, yeah. Now go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, put a thing on that.
Really?
Yeah, don't be, yeah.
Break it.
Bring the mic up to you.
Can't pay for this.
Bring the mic up to you.
Jakima Murphy, BKA, Jakima Divinity in the house.
All right. What's going on with y'all, man? I seen you had a busy day. I'm glad you could fit us in.
I didn't expect my Thursday to become as busy as it did.
Yeah.
But it is. It's what it is. That's my life even before doing this leap of faith.
Yeah.
Was busy like this. So but I just got done talking with the Escambia Democrat Black Caucus.
Oh, wow.
That was nice. I really appreciate them and the work that they're doing. But if you're a young Black Democrat, they need some members. If y'all listening,
I don't even think that a lot of people know things like this exist in the city of Pensacola. I mean, Yeah, what's a way to even get that type of information out? You have links or anything like that? I would like to start, sharing that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'll put it up all the time for y'all. But what people don't know, our Democratic chair here in Escambia County is Black man Derek.
Mhm.
Derek is dope. And then we have like our Black Caucus. Like people are really, and as in Santa Rosa and Okaloosa have theirs too. And so you really can just start by connecting with your local party, and they'll get you to the subsets of folks.
Okay.
But the Black Caucus need young Black folks. I don't care what nobody say. Those are some good people over there that really care. They just need help.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they don't know how to get on the ground and publicize. Are you okay over there?
I'm better.
I'm better.
There's a bug.
Oh.
Not that they don't know. They don't know. It's not that they don't know how to get on the ground and publicize to people what they're doing, but they need help being able to get outside.
Okay.
I think that I feel like, oh, we just gonna hop into this, huh? I feel like there is a thing where like political parties, you only see them during voting time.
Right.
But folks who are actually in our communities that are part of these parties, they want to be seen outside of just voting season.
Okay.
They just don't know where to go.
Right.
Shoot, I got asked by the president of the Black Caucus. He was like, "Why you don't ever invite me to none of y'all parties?" I said, "Well, I tried to invite somebody to paparazzi the other day."
Hell nah, that was your go-to.
I went on Mother's Day. I did go out there on Mother's Day.
Oh, I heard it.
I was with DJ
Didn't the shooting happen on Mother's Day?
Yes, yes, it did. But
God.
the vibe was very nice in there. It was not. I'm still shocked that even happened, if we're being honest, because the vibe in there.
Yeah.
We were singing R&B. I don't know how that escalated to what it did, but we was in there singing Keisha Cole.
Hey man, the last fight I seen from an event in Pensacola,
that's right.
The Hog was playing.
They don't
Balls of
care.
love.
They don't care.
How you getting whooped the balls
They said
of love?
if it's up, it's up. They don't care.
I don't give a damn what song
I
playing.
don't care what it is. It's up, it's up. I'm like, man.
Catch you where I see you.
What's up, Beja Shay? What's going on? She said, "Hey yo."
Okay, so for the people who don't know what the Black Caucus is, can you give us a small explanation as to what it is and what do they do?
Yeah, so our Democratic Black Caucus is its own, of course, special subset of the Democratic Party here within. And you have like I said, they have their own different chapters. But what they do is they specialize specifically in Black voter turnout and what our issues are when it comes to who's running these races and who they support. And so that's why it's really important that we do talk with them, because there's somebody who's going to have a candidate's ear. If you're in your community and you complaining, I'm different, right? I'm already outside all the time with everybody.
Right.
So I'm a candidate who's going to already, y'all can call me. Like, tell me what the issue is. But if there's other folks that you're like, these people are running for this and I don't feel like they really know what's going on, you can go get with your Black Caucus and they can pull those people into their meetings and stuff and be like, this is what the community say they want. Right. I've been around when they've like staged interventions with elected officials type thing, when they've seen them vote in a way that they didn't like and they confronted them directly. Oh. They do that. They hold people's feet to the fire. So join them folks that need help.
Yeah, that's
help hold the feet to the flames.
Yeah.
So as constituents in the community, right?
Look at him trying to figure out how he's gonna say what he wants to say.
I'm trying to say how I'm saying. I'm trying to limit the profanity, because
Shout out to CLE Drake up in the guy.
That's my brother
up in the building. How do Hale Morrissette? Yes, sir.
How do you get your issues known to your, say, Black Caucus or something like that? Because a lot of people don't vote in inner city community. They just don't vote. They don't vote because they think it don't work, because they don't have a voice. They think that they vote don't count for nothing. Like you said, that the caucus will hold their feet to the fire if they promise the people something that they're not delivering. But we have very, very large portion of not just this community, but a lot of other communities that are convicted felons.
Mm-hmm.
How do a convicted felon get their issues on the mind or on the agenda of, say, the Black Caucus? Because it's been like the experience that people always say they want to be stiffer on crime. But what happened when you serve that time and you come home, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still being stiff on me from here until whenever you choose to forgive me, I pay you all this extra money, agrees upon it. What did a person go to jail for? What did a person have probation for? Like what are you serving this term for? If you get out, you still ain't got no gun rights.
Mm-hmm.
You still can't vote. You can't run for office. You can't be a lawyer. You can't be a doctor. You can't be a psychiatrist. You can't be a nurse. Can't be a firefighter. Can't be a police officer. See what I'm saying? You can't have a positive impact on your community whatsoever once you are charged with a felony. And that's a major issue, because if we live in a community where Black males, 85% between 18 and 27, they say they have a chance of not only getting arrested, but serving an average of 2.57 years. In everyday translation, that's 2 years, 10 months on a felony arrest. They say cumulatively until they're done with the charge, meaning they could have gotten probation, they could have just got a prison sentence. It can run the gamut of how and which way they spend this 2 years. Now, once they come out on the other side of this, they basically not a civilian anymore. So like when the caucus come and they get on the ground and they say, what are the issues? What are this? What are this? What are this? They kind of like really talking to the same old people. I want the mailman to make so much noise when they come around. Can't you get me some sidewalk around here? Or can't it need to be more police? It's a shame them boys just shooting each other. It's just the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? How do we get the opinion of the people who it really affects? Because not only is the person who get that felony affected, the families are affected too. So now that's what we get into, say, child support, the child care costs, the cost of living, infrastructure, economic balance and empowerment. All that go into play. And once you say that this vast number of Black men are arrested and jailed on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and we lose them in the count, they not gonna never be constituents, but I promise you they got an issue that they would like to have brought to the issue, but it don't matter because this person not a person anymore. In essence, he just 3/4 of a person again. He just back to the slave Atlantic trade again. You know what I'm saying? Like how we fix that.
So how do we get those felons that
how do
are
we
rehabilitated and out here trying to be citizens? How do we get their voice and what they want
because
heard?
That's the street. That's the street. A lot of people want to say, oh, they don't know what to do. They know what to do. They just refusing to talk to the right people. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how we fix that.
So this goes back to what I was saying about the caucus, but not just the caucus, all these other organizations, right? I'm actually really happy you brought this up because me and you met because my work revolved around Amendment 4, which was getting people's voting rights restored. And of course, our governor pushed back, but people are still getting their rights restored. It's just a long battle. And I'm witness to it, to several people getting their rights restored. But also, I don't want to say it's 50-50 because I don't feel like it's 50-50.
Right.
I want to lay a foundation real quick and paint a picture, right? We are already fighting against being able to just live, just to have clean water, food on the table, be able to have a job, you get an extra strike down once you have a felony, right? So people are already that are in that category already are just fighting to just be able to exist and live and survive, which creates the barrier of being able to even be involved in something like our Black caucuses or our board of voters that get together, our neighborhood associations, things like that, because you so focused on just being able to make it day to day. And that's not just right. That's not just people with felonies, but this is everybody for real, for real. These are the folks that I'm on the ground with. Yeah, like these people I'm living with every day. We already engaged in this. It's why you see sometimes county commission meetings and city council. There are times when people are actually trying to be on the grind and hustle at work. And I have so many issues about meetings that are happening during the times when people are trying to feed and provide for their families, because it actually makes us lose our voice. But there is still an avenue, and it feeds into the reason why I decided to run, that we do have to be a determined people to step up and not be hopeless, that just because there are all these odds that are against us, we don't even try. Because those meetings are still open. Shakima came in, they was like, hey, I just need your name. Just sit down and just talk about what it is that you want at these meetings. I'm part of the Human Relations Commission, where we talk about housing, we talk about relations with police, public safety issues that we have, jobs and stability. And people can just come to those meetings, but everybody don't know that.
Right.
And so the part of the work that I want to really be involved in as someone that's running for an office and has the ability to be at these tables is bridging that gap by making sure that people are educated and know they could be a part of that. I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, want to have a citizens board that just shows up to all these meetings, whether it's just electing 3 different people. They don't have to be able to vote. They just need to be able to carry the information back. Because like you said, what it is that it doesn't just affect this one person, it affects whole families. And that means that's not a negative thing necessarily. That means that the whole family can be involved in change for that issue.
Right.
So if we know environmental racism is an issue out here in Wedgwood, they got these Superfund sites that they don't want to shut down. And this is just a real example right here. It doesn't just affect that one person who got cancer because of that. It affects the whole family. So that means that the whole family is able to take shifts and get with other families that have been impacted and engage in it. But somebody has to be there to bridge the gap and let people know the information. Let them know about it. So I don't think it's completely on just our citizens. I don't. I think it is also about those who are sitting in these high places to be able to reach down and be like, hey, this is what's going on. Let's wake it up. We got to organize. And I think that's what's been missing. I've been an organizer for 10 years. And I have yet to really see a candidate or someone sitting in a seat that has engaged in actually organizing the people for what we know is right. And that's what I want to see.
The reason why people can't, I would argue this, and the reason why I say this before I say what I'm going to say, is like you said, that's how me and you met. I'm talking about Amendment 2 and 4 and 6. So like, what you probably don't know is I was actually in prison when I first started hearing about you. I'm into politics heavy. Not just me, but every person who hang around me who probably got a bad record. Nobody wouldn't probably listen to him on the outset. They'd be like, man, boy, crazy. They wouldn't listen to him. But I promise you, it's these guys that say, well, look, you can play both roles, Mike Nasty. You kind of smart. You've been to college. You know what I'm saying? Now you're a little ticky in the brain, but there's a method to it.
Yeah.
And they compel me. So that's why I ask. Because the thing about it is how you bridge a gap with 85% of the gap missing.
We engage those other limbs that are attached to that gap.
Right, because the thing about it is, right, like you said, you seen a few people get their rights restored, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
few.
explore the word right, right? How you forfeit a right?
No.
How is it possible at all to forfeit a right? Or how about this right here, right? Let's just speak from the Second Amendment standpoint, right? It said the say right to bear arms, not just bear arms, but the first line said that it's the right to recruit, maintain, and train a well-organized what? Militia.
The militia.
Then it goes on to say that for the active freedom of a free state, you have the right to bear arms and to come together with this militia. And it says that this cannot be infringed upon and it can't be abridged. How is it that our local governments and everybody else want us to continue to not be able to do something that is say plainly in black and white as if we can't freaking read? This is why people don't go and talk to felons, because that's where your smart guys at. Them your sheep, them your lambs, them your professors that got lost in translation.
Oh, 100.
People they know that. And it's like, how do you restore a right? How do you restore something that the Constitution said that even though you can be punished for violating, you can't forfeit the right because it's a right? This is how you maintain your personal freedom.
That's real.
How? It also got words out to say that, you could hold office being a felon. The highest office, possibly. Donald Trump is.
Trump.
I mean,
look at Trump.
I'm like, look at what we got. The
Look at Trump.
material is there.
Look at Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that's how the Black Caucus and local governments can bridge the gap. Talk to the people who have been excluded from the process.
Yeah.
They will tell you what the issue is, because the people who are inclusive on the issue,
They lighten up the comments right now.
their thing is this. The only thing that they got to worry about today is get up, be on time to work, be productive, and mentally and emotionally present on this job, perform, go home, put that same mask on, and then, take it off, wipe it off, put it on your bed, say that, maybe cry on your pillow or finally get some rest or however you did with your day. But people have all of these same stress issues. That's not the same thing for somebody who's been arrested of a felony and get out.
Now, before
I guarantee you, this man got a whole lot. This woman got a whole lot on her mind other than, I just want to pay these bills. I just want to be at work on time. They can see this government is fucked.
So they don't even
This infrastructure is
like
fucked.
Hale said,
And they know.
A lot of people be beat up about that and don't even want to try. And that's where you come in.
How can you try something that you have been universally excluded from? That right there would make a person say, I'm not going over there just to carry the information, because this is things that you tell your homies all the time. You smoke enough blunts with me, I'm gonna tell you this exact same shit. And if you're gonna think that I'm going on a Malcolm X tangent, but I'm not.
Yeah. So real quick, before you even jump in, Hale, and say what you got to say to Mike, let me read some of these comments. First of all, what's up, former Major League player Adrian Chambers?
Hey, Adrian.
Yep. He said, what's up, y'all? He said, we have to create. And then Vedra Shea said, we have to change our perspective on how we're able to make a difference. If we're not allowed to be a lawyer, officer, doctor, or whatever, create a way to reach out to your community and make some noise on the issues that are real to you. Be the support and resources for your community. Adrian said, we create the platforms for them, Mike. Come and join my board. And Angela Walden said, preach, Mike, preach. And yeah, everybody said, yep. So we caught up on comments. Now, boom. On you.
I mean, we talked about a lot. We discussed a lot.
Yeah, but you were basically saying, how do you forfeit a right? That's where that whole
how you forfeit a right. I think that
Let's see what Hale think.
I think that's the government peeing in your motherfucking face and telling that
It's raining.
no.
Oh, it's what? Champagne.
You know, one of them cola showers that feel like natural rain. That's what they want you to believe that shit is. That it's a luxury for it to rain down on you like this.
Mm.
It ain't natural. No, it ain't natural at all.
This gonna be good.
But it's a luxury that feels as close to natural, maybe even better than natural. That's how they want you to make that the feel. You know what I'm saying? That to me is the weirdest thing ever. Weirdest. Me and about 7 other people that I have normal conversation with on every day. I don't think that there's a sitting Republican, Democrat of no party, nowhere in this community that could beat them boys in the political debate, or even tell them anything about zoning, appropriations, or housing.
Yeah,
couldn't beat us. What else do we have to do but read and wish? We window shoppers.
So first things first, we need to get y'all restored. We need to go through the
We gotta
process
stop
of getting y'all
saying
restored.
that weird ass shit. Stop saying restore. You cannot restore a right. If he gotta go sit the fuck down and do some time, when he do the time, when he get out, this man should be able to do whatever he want to do without it being some extra paperwork for it being so. Because it wasn't no extra paperwork that took him. It wasn't no extra paperwork to send the man down there to do prison time. And it wasn't no extra paperwork for nothing else that was associated with him. But when you let him out, it's a whole battery of we don't know now.
Is there not paperwork anywhere that says when you become a convicted felon that you lose those rights? Is there not paperwork anywhere?
It's a lot of paperwork that say that shit a lot of places. You feel me? But that's not how our Constitution is worded or written.
Oh. A lot of people will argue that the Constitution wasn't written for us in the first place.
I would argue that without us, why a Constitution?
Well, then
all those bills and stuff like that, they did come after the slaves got freed for a reason.
Well, even though
it's the same reason why don't talk to convicted felons. It's like these is the smart guys. These is the professors. These is the people who can see it from the over, the under, and the inside.
But even though we were freed,
I'm not gonna talk to
they still said that the black man was still less than a man, even when we were freed.
You know why he was less than a man? Because again, he was systematically excluded from his family and his community, and he had to listen to what people told him, and he didn't get to tell people what he knew to be right.
Right.
We can explore that in a lot of ways, starting Willie Lynch theory. That's again Jamestown River, pre-Constitution, pre-Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah. So
without black men being free, there is no reason for these fucking rules.
So the rules need to be changed. Right?
No, the rules don't need to be changed.
We just need
People need to respect the rules and stop making up rules as you go along, trying to make something mean something that it don't. You cannot rewrite the American lexicon every single time that you want to make a point with people politically. You just can't do that. We can't use jargon like
you see how we
like reinstate, reissue, or anything to say that give back that you couldn't lose in the first place. You got the right to food, you got the right to air, you got the right to walk, you got the right to swim, you got the right to. How do you forfeit any of these rights? That's the first thing that our government got to do. People are not going to listen to them in the community. They're not going to say it as nice as I'm going to say it. They're going to say some really, really, really harsh things to these people. So it ain't no use in them putting on their good walking shoes and going out there and knocking on doors and walking up on basketball courts talking to folks.
So check it out.
Nobody want to be talked to like that.
So check it out, because what Hale is doing is she's running for a position. And a lot of the issues that you bring up, I don't know if she can knock out all of that at the position that she's running for, but hell, you are gonna run into a lot of Mike Nasties that have these type of issues.
I mean,
how do you?
Let's be real, y'all. I've already been out in these streets for
Right.
the past 10 years.
So-
if we being real, this is part of the course for me. I
Right.
like to listen anyway.
Okay.
That's what I'm good at. I'm a trauma therapist.
Right.
At the end of like, this is what I do. I listen.
Yeah.
I take things in. I process it. Okay. If it's not something I know, I can't fix all of that. It's never something that I know that I could be able to fix. Like, I didn't create the problem. Right? What I can do is I can say, the reason why I said initially we need our people, the ones who want to be listened to actually join these clubs and stuff, is because no, they're not gonna go listen to Miss Alma and them coming and walking out there. They might go and talk and actually say what their issues are to folks like me and you who already out in the streets with them.
Right.
And that's why I think that we got to take our few steps to bridge our own gap too. So that's why I say it ain't 50-50.
Yeah.
I think something falls a
'Cause,
lot on
like-
politicians and these Cox clubs and all of these. But we need to join these things. We got to be the extension. Because at the end of the day, you telling me stuff. These my family members too.
Yeah.
Right? It might not be the same for folks that's already in office
Right.
and things like that, or folks that might hold some of these seats already on appointed boards and things like that. Like, but what I do know is if we take our extra step and we try, we could form our own coalition for all I care to be the ones to hold people feet to the fire. But we really got to come up with some sort of way to actually be in those spaces.
Yeah.
I'm the first to tell you, I think I said it out loud. I said in front of the mayor, I don't do this is basically what you was just saying, Mike, about the rain. I don't do the give me crumbs from the table and think that I'm gonna be okay.
Right.
I'm finna go make my own fucking table. And that's just what it is. And you can be mad about how I prepare this table or whatever. I'm gonna prepare it with my people and the folks that's been on the ground with me, the folks who I know I've seen impacted, the folks I know have been suffering. We can talk, we could theorize all day, but if I know for a fact my niggas are gonna be able to bring up some solutions and we're gonna sit back and we can talk about this, and I know I can go walk home and put something on paper and go back out with it, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have no problem with listening.
Right.
I think that
That's what it is.
if our community seen better,
Agent
they'll
said
do
this
better.
is good for you. It's good for hell right here.
Of
know,
course.
like I think that if people see better, they'll do better. It's like you're only gonna rise to the level of the environment that you come from.
Mhm.
You need outside influences to take you outside that environment in order to put you in a different mind frame enough to conquer
is
different
true.
places and spaces.
Mhm.
But the thing is, we need to make our own community be them different places.
Mhm.
We got to change what we know to be part of the course.
Mhm.
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 That's how, as a speaker of people, like from politicians to people, that's how we bridge the gap.
Mhm.
Why to stop it being so many places where large pockets of people are excluded from the process?
It don't need to be like that.
Because if they excluded from the process, then the issue that affect most people, you never know.
Right.
Because most of them are excluded and they angry about it,
Mhm.
pissed off, mad.
And they have a right to be.
But how you take that anger to City Hall? How you take that anger to a board? Because if you live under the thumb and you just want to escape from under the thumb, you ain't gonna be happy about it. And you ain't gonna be trying to hear somebody tell you something that sounds like clinical.
Mhm. See, my thing is I feel like we've been conditioned to tell people to suppress their anger, make it palpable. You can't take this to them like this because they just gonna look at you and think that you all over the place. You always got a cousin who can make it clinical so those people can understand. You always got somebody who can filter that and be able to speak it the way that it needs to be. What was that with Moses and them? What who was one of them couldn't talk or something, right? Was it Moses?
Yeah, Moses was lame. He really couldn't like talk.
Moses couldn't really
read for
talk.
real.
But his brother could, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God empowered him to do so. Just all he had to do was take the foot out there and go handle the test.
That's what I'm saying. I do not believe that we have to show up necessarily as respectable people, that we have to suppress our anger. We've been done wrong, period, point blank. Folks in other pockets that probably ain't lived the way I lived, they done been done wrong. Whoever it is, they done been done wrong. They need to be able to voice it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you voice it. I mean, you ain't murdering nobody. If you're saying it, verbalizing something to somebody, that ain't hurting nobody. It might hurt their feelings a little bit, but at the end of the day, especially if you're somebody that's in a position of power, you need to take that and you need to filter it. Or you go find one of their cousins and you say, come here and tell me a little bit about what they was really trying to say. Can we have this conversation? Can you bring them into the room with me?
That's real right there.
That's what's missing if we being for real, for real.
So the proper representation.
I ain't gonna say the proper representation because I ain't the proper representation. I'm just smooth enough and crazy enough to try.
and that's good that you said that too, Hale, because that means that Mike Nancy, even you may feel like your voice won't be heard, but you might be the right person to go down there and talk to some folks though. You just don't think so.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, I don't think so.
I'm saying form these coalitions. Right?
It just,
right.
My work schedule don't like permit it.
Okay, but we here on the Chop Up Podcast right now, which means that I know that you got a little bit of
Talk
time
your shit
on Thursdays.
You got a little bit of time.
Well, we could get a few people.
A little bit of time.
You got a little bit of time on Thursdays.
Sometimes.
Come bring all your brothers, your homies that you hang with, the folks that you say.
You definitely need to bring your
the
kids.
unheard.
After the conversation we had the other day, you definitely need to bring them all on.
Call it the unheards. Put them together. There you go. Let's start. I show up with y'all.
No excuses, Mike. when I try to tell Mike he needs his own podcast,
together.
That's what we're talking about.
I don't be making excuses.
But I hear.
I don't be making no excuses.
Okay.
However, if I deliver on the things that some people ask me, I'm going to demand something from them back that they may don't want to give.
You sound like the devil when you say that.
I mean, and it is what it is. All you can get is enough.
It's the same
gotta
time.
Stay friends. Blood out, blood in.
Gotta stay friends. That's like, I'm finna go on here and tell this truth. Stay behind me now. Don't get on the doggone group chat. Say, man, this nigga done went off the deep end.
You do got, all right, I'm with you now. I'm with you when you say that.
Cause that's what I'm talking about.
We just talked about this.
We just talked about that.
Well,
yeah, I say a lot of stuff. It be coming from a whole lot of places that don't be my places.
You say a lot of stuff that people think they just don't say.
They think it and they don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have discussion about it or whatever. And with me, I'm honest.
Mm-hmm.
I only can live from a genuine place. Other than that, something bad gonna happen. I personally feel like I'm safe all the time, no matter what's going on around me, because I walk inside of my own integrity. I own my narrative. Regardless of what anybody else say about it, you can't annotate none of these pages.
And they want you to believe that that's controversial.
Yes.
But that's what gets shit done.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but that's the thing. A lot of times I say or I do something and people feel like, oh,
here you go.
Here you go again.
Nasty.
Here you go again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but didn't you just tell me that's how you get the solutions to things?
In most cases.
Don't be trying to amend what you just told me. What's the point of all these amendments?
It's a fine print.
No, there is not no fine print. There's no fine print. I'm glad I'm talking to two people who know me and a few more people that's on this chat who know me. Usually, when I say I change things, do that involve something that technically wasn't a felony? It doesn't.
5.
Jesus, I'm tired of throwing rocks at the chain gang.
Hey, I know.
Fuck. Can I just live peacefully, man? Dog. People don't take what I have to say under proper advisement a lot of times. You feel me?
It's a lot of
I
times
just would not be harmed. Like,
because you be in rooms with people who can't express
they
their
don't,
feelings
yeah,
without.
they got social
physical
anxiety
action.
to start
Yeah.
with.
Mhm.
They don't really want to be around this mug anyway. Let alone me be around them and tell them something intelligent. That ain't what they here for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not what they here for. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would much rather you tell them how to make a play on some street shit than anything else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Angela Walden said, Mike, you'll trip them up because they don't expect us to know, understand, and challenge their
It's
shit.
real.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real.
Mhm.
I mean,
Angela Walden, when you see me on Channel 3 and I done said something and challenge local politicians, don't get under these ER3 comments and say, this man done
No.
lost it. I don't know what he talking about, but I was with him last week. This week I ain't fucking with him.
I'm gonna come back to this moment.
Yeah.
Y'all support my dog.
Stay behind
You
it now.
gotta
Everybody
stay-
keeps saying, oh, go
stay
talk, go do this.
solid.
Stay behind it.
So,
Because everything I'm going to say is going to sound crazy. Trust me, it's going to sound weird.
So what was you about to say, Hale?
No, I really believe in what it is for, like, the motivation for me to run was literally because of like this, right?
Yeah.
They not really hearing us. This vote don't really count. They doing whatever they can to take my vote from me anyway, so what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
But most of all, I ain't got no other leaders that I can look to and say, oh, I don't have to run because such and such can run, this person can run, that person can run. So I felt like in this moment, as many years as I've been out here in the streets, just kind of like doing the thing, trying to help motivate, get people together, get people ready, like develop leadership so that I don't have to do this. It dropped in my soul that I had to be an example.
Yeah.
I'm not on no Jesus came to the door, but it really did. It dropped in my soul for, like, I do have to say example. We need more people to actually run.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how they're gonna run their platform, what they're gonna do. Like, the hopelessness has been out here.
Yeah.
They've been attacking us, y'all. Like,
It's an easy thing to peddle.
it's
Easy.
out here,
Yeah.
and it's terrible. But people power, folks don't understand how powerful it actually is. As soon as you get those people, like, Mike, you are organizer. You don't know this. You are organizer.
Oh, I know this.
You go listen to these people and you like, okay, I got you. I hear you. All right, what you gonna do next? And what you gonna do next? Then they got 5 other people that they gonna get done next. And that's how we get 700 people standing at PPD door telling them they need to fire the person who just shot Tamar Crawford. That's how we did that, right? It's people power.
Mhm.
And folks are really not, like, I don't want to go to any events. Once this campaign is kicking off, I don't want to go to any events with less than 20 people with me. We need entourages out. We need people to know we care about this and we finna hold not just my feet to the fire, but everybody around that's running, everybody finna be involved in this. This is a community run. This ain't, hey, vote for Haley, but really this, vote for Eastside Pensacola, baby. We coming. This really vote for Pensacola. Like, we have been so overlooked. Northwest Florida does not get invested into.
Yeah.
And we got somebody, I'm trying not to really get into that,
Ah.
but sensationalize so much and rise off the coattails of, like, this is what's hip. I'm part of this agenda. And it's like, people need clean water. They need food. They need you to get on this committee and send some money back home. And that's not what you're doing. You're not listening to those people who I'm ready to go have a kickback with just so I can hear what it is that they actually care about. He's not doing that.
Talk your ish.
That's what I believe. Like, we have to build this people power. I need people to show up. I'm not trying to shy away from nobody standing next to me.
Right.
I want everybody next to me while we do this. This is a us thing for me.
All right, let me go to the comments because Santa Rosa County Democrats posted.
Hey, y'all.
What we love about Hale Morrissette is that a lot of young people get comfortable in the activist space, but never make the transition to the rooms where the decisions are made. Haley is making that transition, and we couldn't be prouder.
Thank you, y'all.
Hey, that's big right there. That's big. Angela said she gonna clap the loudest for you, Mike. Hey, shout out to my man Rob Lowe, man, all the way out in Houston. Yes. I just seen a video and somebody had on your clothing too, bro.
Oh,
Yep.
miss you over here. Send me some shirts. Let's collab.
That, bro, be in Pensacola so much, I forgot he moved.
In and out. He be moving and shaking.
Like, oh, I'm gone tomorrow. Hey, I'm back. I'm gone tomorrow. I'm like, dang, boy. Adrian said, even if it's weird, Mike, we learn from it. And so will you. So the next time we'll get it right. New Money Sean tapped in, flexed his muscles. Man, where you at? You need to be in the room too.
I hate to sound selfish though, right? You know,
salute to the queens. All right, New Money.
They got college tuition.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
He was thinking
round and round.
You got to pay to go to college, right? I don't want to give none of these politicians no goddamn free education because they ain't get off their ass and come get this shit. And that's why I and a lot of other people don't come. We don't want to give y'all no free education. You can't learn from us for free. We got to get some. Like, give my motherfucking rights back. How about that? How about that? Give me some clemency.
That's real.
Give me some clemency. All that politics is about quid pro quo. And you ain't playing this shit without paying me. Straight like that. You feel me? Yeah. I would rather sit around and talk and expand my mind. I learn more off building off people who going through what I'm going through, but pulling it together and going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
We motivate each other. These politicians, y'all come where I'm at. I don't want to come where y'all at. And a lot of times the people who know and feel like I feel won't want to come where y'all at neither, because y'all getting something for free. You getting a perspective that you ain't had to go to college and pay for, but we had to go to prison and pay for that shit. We had to go to college and we had to pay for it twice too. And then get out and do parenting classes, paid for that shit. Anger management, paid for that shit. Then if we somewhere along another finally get our driver's license back or
going through that
clemency. Because that's what they call the restoration of rights. It's called clemency, right? That shit, thousands of dollars. With the way they treat convicted felons, a lot of them $1,000 come from selling drugs and doing the same wrong that you did to go in there the first way. You just got a little smarter with it. And you trying to take measured steps. I know, because these the same people who I be around every day. That's why we don't come places. Nobody want to give shit for free. Because everybody who in that political space, y'all been to college, y'all got college debt, y'all had dissertations, y'all had class projects, y'all had community activism moments and stuff like that, and we did too. And it cost us dearly. It cost us our life. It cost y'all a few thousand. And I swear to God, all of us will pay that triple if we can get what y'all have. And a lot of times, politically, they throw it away. They want to go in somewhere and get in there and serve Kool-Aid and punch and fuck the ass finger food and think we supposed to come off where we at and come talk to you. Why? For what reason? Them academician, comfortable, white, pearly, nice smelling rooms ain't cool for us. We want to talk to y'all up under the tree with the 5-barrel burning where we catching plays. Or we want to talk to y'all over here where this dude over here got a studio running and he recording, but this nigga back here whipping dope. Be that kind of bold. That's what we want to talk to y'all at. Ain't nobody trying to come talk to y'all down there where everybody wear a suit during the daytime.
I think that's
because on some real nigga shit.
That's the advantage that Hale gonna have.
Because on some real nigga shit, I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't even gonna just say that real nigga shit. I'm gonna say it like this right here. If you'd have caught me anywhere outside this podcast, you probably wouldn't even see me in a t-shirt. I couldn't even bring my mind around actually putting on what I would actually usually have on. It was hot outside today. I went to work.
And my battery died today.
I went to work at 5 o'clock this morning. And did miles of curb, concrete work, burned out, tired. I got education outside of that, but I can't do nothing with that shit because somebody want to tell me, oh, you shot at this dude over here. Oh, you got caught with this over here. And so, what them days off my life don't count? Who cares what I got caught with? Who cares what I did in my past?
Yeah, why you still paying for that if you
Why
did time?
I did the time, I did a little probation, paid me a little fuck ass restitution. Why do I got to keep hearing that pussy ass shit? You feel what I'm saying? That's how a mug affect change. Because it ain't just me. 1, 2, 3, the last 3 people other than Adron on this chat, them, all of them, felons. They don't see y'all. You don't see them neither. And it's the reason why you don't see them. They got shit to do. Like run a barbecue business, cut some grass, figure out how they gonna goddamn pay this high ass child support that when they was locked up, the government put them $20,000 in the rear.
But doesn't that go back to two things that?
Oh, you know, rear just started at 15 bangs for an inmate.
Damn.
How much you think it costs for the child's expenses for a year? You gone for a year out of their life, bro. You credible for that. And don't think you getting out and you just gonna get you a car and drive. You ain't driving no place, dude. You ain't no driver license, man. Do you understand how stupid this shit sounds?
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Poyo. He said, let's go.
85% of the
so
black
much
men in our
truth,
community.
Rob Lowe said.
85%. 85%. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the use? What's the use? You feel what I'm saying? Like, even if clemency costed 27 cents with no tax, after you done paid dearly with your life, literally, who want to give you anything? You already got everything from me, and I got nothing in return. I don't, why? I work a job 60 hours a week, beautifying Pensacola. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care to talk to nobody else but where I choose to talk to them at. And it probably wouldn't be town hall or city hall. You feel me? You got to come somewhere where I can smoke this weed and drink this Modelo and talk to you because I'm hot. I got burned out all day working on these fuck ass roads in this goddamn city that they don't want to hurry up and open up.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want people with my mind state to come places where they at. Nah, forget that.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Well,
forget
doesn't
that.
this go back to
that's brazy.
Something that we just said though, which was one. You did say, you said, don't come over there in your good shoes talking to me because these folks don't want to hear it.
Them folks don't want to hear it for real.
But I also think that it's important. I don't know how I want to word this. I want to word this right. It is also really important to me to be in those spaces and to be going to people. Right. Which I got a track record for doing.
Yeah.
If we gonna let's keep it a buck. I got a track record for that.
Yeah.
I can't speak for nobody else. I can't speak for nobody else. I would go grab some Coors Light. Y'all come sit on my porch.
Right.
I don't mind. People know they leave the chairs out. But I do want to point out, like I just had the conversation about, people are spending so much time, like you said, you in the sun, you working, you're not trying to go and spend any parts of your day going to do whatever down to City Hall, do this, go over there.
Only because I don't respect City Hall. If I respected City Hall, it'd be somewhere I would go lovingly and willingly. I click my heels like, I wish I was home. I wish I get there. I get there fast. You feel me?
But
you ever know me to be late anywhere?
You ever know? Don't be late, bro.
No one knows me for being late because everywhere I tell you I'm gonna be, I be there and I be there early. I'm gonna beat you there. Yeah, I will never have an excuse. I'm never gonna be late. I don't care nothing about that. People blame it on their kids. My kids will be all right. You feel me? I'm gonna leave it in God's hands. Whoever I'm dating, I don't care. Traffic, school bus crash, I don't care. I am not late. That's something I can control.
All right, time to go to the comments. Caroline Nova said, this such
DJ Supernova.
DJ Supernova in the building.
That's
she said,
Caroline.
This is such a good conversation. New Money Sean said he started school for electrician the day before yesterday, and they have a program that help felons out too. Tell Mike I'm gonna give them the information. They pay us to go to school and give us Pell Grants and all.
I went to school on my own dime. I got 3 degrees I can't use. Like I say, take my felonies, man. That's what the government could do for me. I don't want to go to nobody damn school. I already paid that already. I went to Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I finished.
I want to know about that too, though. That's a good resource.
Send me the information in my inbox.
See, because low key, that's what people really don't know. Like all them brothers down the way that got a lot of time, them boys got degrees, melanin.
Like, let's be really.
It's a system called Pearson
He
View.
said they'll help you on that too.
You learn.
They'll help
We
you.
gotta
They'll help
be.
you on taking your felons.
We got to be really clear too that, especially in the state of Florida, who is one of the top states to incarcerate people.
Yeah.
Anyway, that there is a reason why they want so many people not to have their rights.
Of course, because
there is absolutely a mission and agenda around that.
As bad as people will say, prison, best college you can go to.
Gladiator school.
Nope. All that violence and all that to the side. All that to the side. You feel me? You work, you read, you study, you do a lot of things. But I said it up here when we were talking to New Money Sean.
Yeah.
As an inmate, you do everything. Everything. You run the kitchen. You run the hospital. You run everything.
Yeah.
And none of this is the stuff that you can do when you get out.
But you know how to do everything.
You can't medical code and bill.
Yeah.
They teach you how to do that. You sit right in front of the computer and you type in sick calls and the police come get you. And the nurse stay right there sitting on the stool the whole day. The inmates is the staff of everything, no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's free labor.
Not only is it free labor, it's a free education too. One that you can't use nowhere else until you come back to prison. Dang. If you come back, you can't use it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. That's why they exclude them from the vote process, because they know it's not lost upon them. They see it every day. Most intelligent people in our community is over there.
Yeah.
They there. They right there. And we're going to keep them right there.
So with that being said, Hale, like what changes do you plan to implement that would like bolster our economical infrastructural growth?
Well, for starters, I really want, I know you say you don't trust City Hall and all of that.
Back on.
I get it. I absolutely get it. I absolutely get it. Yeah, I took them off, put it back on.
Yeah.
I absolutely get it. But what has happened is that statewide, we have taken a lot of rights away from our local governments too, where they could be putting more investment into our communities. Like there's a job program right now, y'all, that ran out of money so fast because of just a small increase in unemployment. People trying to hurry up and get in Escambia and Santa Rosa County. I'm sitting here watching the numbers go up at least 1 or 2% every week. By the end of the year, it's gonna be real fucking high. And we got programs that could be catching people, that could be putting jobs back into the communities, right? But we don't have the right investments into the right things. And that's because we haven't given, we have these local governments who haven't gotten a lot of power taken away from them that they can't spend the way that they actually need to spend. And the people can demand that they spend in the way that they need to spend. That comes back to what I was talking about, people power. Regardless, I'll tell you this, show up to City Hall with 600 people demanding that you implement their budget that they done put together, sat together and put together. They're not going to look at how many of y'all actually can vote. They just go see 600 people and be like, what the fuck did we do?
Yeah.
In state legislation, I'll be honest, in Tallahassee, I won't be able to hear that, but I will be able to be a representative of home, which is why Like you said, those unheard people, I don't care if you can vote or not. People are people. People have a right, inalienable rights, right? To just have a good life. Safety and a good life. I believe in that. I live that. What I'm trying to do is make sure that I hear everybody. It
Right.
don't matter because we are all part of a bigger body at the end of the day. So yeah, economic growth. I want more rights back to the local, the city and the counties, so that they can be demanded of making the right investments. Also on that is that we do have these committees that people can sit on and make sure that we have the right funding that gets passed back down the right way. Sometimes people are not voting correctly. And yes, you gotta go against other people on the committee to vote.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you can't talk to your constituents to help build people power also. It's just that easy.
That's shout out to Hoffa. He tapped in.
Hey, Hoffa.
And he sent me the info, so I'm gonna send that info out to a lot of people. Probably want to know about that program, so I'll definitely send that out to folks. Yeah, man, this conversation.
I'm glad who I'm sitting with. I love sitting with Mike.
Yeah,
them folks be weirdos, man.
Oh no,
Bro, like, bro, listen. That I'm
What, the
gonna
program-
say,
the
I'm gonna
program
say
link?
it, and I'm gonna leave it alone. You feel me? I'm gonna give you an example, right? Everybody in here have kids, right?
What is the
You got
first one?
kids.
Yeah.
You got kids. You got kids, right? So, 4 parents. I would like to say all of us probably pretty responsible parents.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my child blowing up my phone. Very.
Let's say one of your children did something, right?
Mm-hmm.
That caused you to be pretty ticked off about it, and you punched them severely. Gave them a whooping. Took the phone in the game, said they couldn't go so and so outside or whatever, right? There is a limit to this punishment, isn't there? Or is every time after that you thinking about this person that messed up and been irresponsible in this space, or as a parent or as a sane adult, you allow situations to correct themselves? Do you in turn say, okay, now you off punishment, now we're gonna go on down here, I'm gonna take you to this vocational center and we're gonna go to counseling and we're gonna let you know, understand how you messed up and did wrong from here going forward, for I ain't never gotta tell you that no more.
That's what you. That's how you putting it with the.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about, a program. What you doing with a bunch of grown people telling them that they ain't got it, as if they ain't served that time already. Now you got to go sit up here and thumb up like, come on, bro, I got to sit here and what?
Some people call that playing the game. You not willing to play the game.
Who won't play?
I feel what you're saying.
Who won't play?
Yeah.
Will they play with me when they sentence me?
No.
All right, then I'm not playing with them neither. It come time out where the game stop. The buck stop right at these Reeboks and these Nikes. Whatever I got on my feet that day. Yeah. That's where the buck stop at. Like that we have got to stop insulting people like that. You feel what I'm saying? There is nothing or nowhere else so far as punishment's sake that work like that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
In a situation like that, in a situation like this, like with the frustrations that you shared with us today, what if someone is running for office like Hale, what are some, if you have some solutions that you think would like make you feel better about your issues?
Small change.
Small, yeah.
As a representative, I would like for us to have like a rep that became a buffer in between what's actually going on the street and what people perceive to be going on the street. Because the police and the local governments are making rules because they are ill-informed of what's actually going on. They're making decisions based on, I have an issue, I got to do something about it. Now, what that something is, they don't know that. That's because the people who are excluded, People who ain't not asking.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't asking them. Everybody who run, they ain't, you know. I think that as a representative, they should spend more time at the jailhouse. Or no, not just the jail. We got a few local prisons. There's one straight. If you get on this road right here and keep all the way straight down Southern Field, you run right into it. I think that people use the face card for the wrong thing.
Mhm.
Go and see where the effect take the biggest hold at. 'Cause that's your missing variable. Everybody keep looking everywhere else. But if the majority of our people get booked and serve a felony sometime or another, say black men, and we are in a urban community, that would make us the majority here, not the minority. So if the most of the majority is excluded from the process, how can you bridge the gap?
Yeah.
You can't. And the only way that you can learn which issues that could help to assuage it is they have to spend some time talking to the people whom it affects.
Mhm.
Because unless it do affect you, regardless of what the decision is, it make you know, never mind. The world gonna keep going forward like it does every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So Adrian asked Mike, do you believe that Hale should run?
Yes, I do think Hale should run.
You know what I like about that answer? Is if you ain't think she should run,
He would have told
you
me.
would have damn
He
said it right
absolutely
here.
would have said it. Oh, I know it. Actually, I believe Mike would have told me before I stepped foot in this motherfucker.
I don't fucking think you should run
Right.
because he would have gave you a rundown right there.
XYZ.
Damn, bro, I ain't even get my guest
named
mic on.
stuff that I ain't even remember I did.
Nah, but I think that she should run because, to her credit, she know how to be in all of the rooms.
Mhm.
She comfortable
In all
Wait.
the rooms.
with being in any place, anytime. It's like she just want to fix the issue. She want people to just not have a fucking issue. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is, it might don't affect her. She might don't even agree with what you talking about. But if it's enough of y'all that, you know, that feel that kind of way, then it's like, all right, listen, I think it's dumb, but these people, they don't feel like that. These my constituents, let's do something, let's help change that. And I think just based on that, she should run because like she listens, she willing to, you know, jump in and actually do something about it. Because like I say, I'm known for having these types of conversations. So when I first learned who you was, right, I was in lockup. And people kept saying, hey, Nasty, come here, man. Let me ask you. But I don't be want to talk about certain things. And Pensacola is one of them things I don't want to talk to them about because their viewpoint of what's going on here ain't that. And politics and sports always cause arguments. So if I know you know what you talking about, but I know you don't know the area what you talking about, I probably wouldn't have nothing to say to you. So I avoid that. But people kept on saying, hey man, you know, girl Haley, man, she from Pensacola, man. I was like, I don't know. what you want? Man, look, bro, she was in the newspaper, man. We got your newspaper from the library. I was like, bro, I really don't give a fuck, my nigga. Like, it was enough people who brought me to your attention and made me kind of like do my own homework. So I was like, shit. I did like everybody else did. I had a thought in my mind of I should do it. I should reach out to her. I should talk to her. But then I was like, nah, bro, I got stuff to do. And them people probably ain't, you know what I'm saying? But what happened was
What had happened was
I was smoking with Ty Beasley. I like smoking.
yeah.
And I wasn't.
Marijuana's on the ballot, by the way.
I wasn't.
Just a quick
Free
aside.
Ty B.
This
Free Ty
this
Beasley.
time in particular, I wasn't smoking marijuana. I was smoking a cigar.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But we was sitting downtown, and he was coming from somewhere else, and he was walking, and he seen me, and he was like, we stopped and we started talking, and I asked him where he was getting ready to go, and he said that DJ Hale got a party. And I said, who is DJ Hale? It's like, oh man, it's a female DJ. She just started this and that. So I'm like, okay, show me the picture. So he showed me the picture. I'm like, man, this ain't no damn DJ, nigga. So he was like, bro, for real, she just started. I was like, nah, bro, she be doing, like, she a party promoter, bro. Like, she don't, he was like, no, bro. Like, she really, like, then stepped out, like, the last 6 months, bro. Like, matter of fact, her and Trey DJing now. I was like, what's her social media? I said, because a politician that DJing?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna call her up. You feel me? That might be somebody who can actually hear me what I'm saying for real, instead of trying to push your political agenda on me as if I never went to school, as if Miss Llewellyn didn't teach me government and political science like she did everybody else who was in the IB program. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's just be for real.
That was very specific.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's very specific. It's because they trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I was a straight A student. I just got punished early and lived in places and spaces where nobody would have noticed no intelligence over there. They wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I just developed this or I live a whole lifetime of being angry. I told you when I first met you, I don't suffer in prison. I be hanging out.
Mm-hmm. They told me. I was
be
like,
hanging
oh,
out.
okay.
I be hanging out.
What could I say to that?
Yeah.
I don't suffer. She said prison slavery. For real. You feel me? I told her when I first met her first time, I was like, kind of this shit kind of don't exist. We kind of like ball out of control down there.
But yeah.
We lose.
That was the real conversation,
Yeah,
y'all.
I believe
That's
for real.
we
real
had similar
conversation.
combos.
I will always say what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It's a struggle for people to have the things that they want to have down there, but there are a large subset of people who think of it like this. This is a lawless situation, and I'm gonna be a lawless asshole until I get away from here. And I'm one of them people. I'm not following the rules. We is in prison for crying out loud. I'm in lockup. What is I'm gonna do that's gonna make a difference by following the rules? The only rule I'm gonna follow is count. I'm not gonna be where I'm not supposed to be.
Go by easy.
I'm not gonna be where I'm not supposed to be. So that way, when you looking for me, I'm where I'm supposed to be. But I'm not probably gonna be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm only gonna be where I'm supposed to be at. But for real, that was the only requirement when you sentenced me is that I go do 5 years. You didn't tell me how I had to do it.
Yeah.
You said that I go do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain because you gave it to me. So, but like I say, it's that when you get out, you stuck.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. Like, and we gotta fix that. We really gotta fix that. Cause like that's why our community is not active.
Yeah.
Because our youth can't get told nothing for 2 reasons. A, God knew they was hungry, starving, and poor when they woke up yesterday and the day before last. They don't want to hear you talking nothing about that Bible. God knew. That's how they feel. Secondarily, you have got to be the image of whom that person would want to be when they grow into who they trying to become for them to listen to you. So it's the starched up, pressy suits and all that. They might don't know that. All that, go over here, let's conquer, let's community act. They might not know it like that. They can't recognize it. They can't see it, and they really can't accept it. Even though I got education and know better, it would, even with me, it would take not an act of God, but I had to be in a really good mood. Talk about, I go somewhere on a political arena and I talk to a sitting politician.
Mm-hmm. So when I get this seat, you not gonna talk to me no more?
I talk to you, but like I say,
wait.
like I say,
y'all hold him to that.
I talk to you,
I'm
but like I say,
but I'm also probably gonna be over here talking to you. So.
Right. But like I say, that was how I figured who
Yeah.
he was. It was like a group of people, and like 3-4 of them ain't never gonna come home. But they be, hey man, did you talk to that one girl? Nope. I think you should.
Yeah.
I'm like, get off my damn cheek. You know what I'm saying? So there's people out there, they really are paying attention to you, and you got people behind you. Like you got that 600, whether they are able to marshal you or not. Cause believe me, if they from here, like you making enough headway on the news, they know, and they know exactly who and what the Dream Defenders is and what they represent and what they trying to do.
That's a fact.
Like y'all went to Ron DeSantis' office. He was trying to file paperwork and make phone calls. You could see him right through the window. I got a homeboy call me on the doggone on the getting out app. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey man, you ain't go to Tallahassee? Nah, bro. Why would I go to Tallahassee, bro? I gotta go to work. Bro, I'm at work now. Man, old girl, man, we were talking about, man, they down there in Tallahassee, man. You ain't go with them? I thought you said you had met her and you had known her from DJing. I do, bro. We be DJing some stuff. She be, no, bro, you should have went to Tallahassee, folks. Just go. So trust me, they watching. And I had to, like, what they talking about? I had to go on Facebook, like, dang, they really messing with him, bro. He can't get no work done, bro. He like this right here. If ever was somebody wanted to take out something bad to eat, like some crackers or something they weren't supposed to be eating, or some cookies, or had some candies on the desk.
Cake.
Yeah, but he wasn't eating nothing. He wasn't eating nothing, bro. He was trying so hard to be natural, bro. They had his undivided attention. No matter what was going on around him, bro, he wasn't with it, bro. And I could tell.
What was that like?
I was outside DJing. Believe it or not, I was outside playing We Gonna Be All Right and shit.
Yeah.
We was raising hell.
See,
DJ Supernova went with me.
Shit even back then.
We had the speakers up, loud as hell. They was in the chambers causing hell. We had set up a 3-part series, all of that, and yeah.
Damn.
Some of my leadership is banned. Like if I get into office, they can't come to my.
For real.
We for real about that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's some House representatives right now, like Angie Nixon and them, that they will do a sit-in on the floor when they trying to pass bad legislation that they know is gonna affect us.
You think that
and
changes anything?
I'm gonna be part of it. I will say that I don't think policy-wise, right there in that instant, it changed anything. They passed what they passed. But what I do know is that the people that actually got to see it, because mind you, they cut their cameras, they cut their live streams. They wasn't able to get the word out the way that we wanted them to be able to when that happened. But if they would have got the message elevated the way it was, the people who did catch that, those are people who is moving around right now trying to get stuff back in order.
So what does it take for us to like draft our own legislation from the bottom? Because I don't personally feel.
No, this is really great question.
I don't personally feel going places and making noise do anything.
So,
like they say, the pen mightier than the sword.
It's not. So this is what people don't realize. I feel like a lot of times, and I actually get mad at organizations that do this. I'm not finna go raise awareness without some type of call to action next. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I do not like protesting and stuff if there's not something else attached to it that is a tangible good that comes out of it. For me, stuff like what Representative Nixon and all of them did, that gave me a chance to develop at least 3 new leaders. You got people like Caroline and stuff out of that. Folks who, if I go to Tallahassee, we still got leaders here in Pensacola that's been turned up too. So those are things that come out. Those are tangible things that come out of there. That's how we're building people power, right? But I want to be very clear. The policies that y'all see legislation get sponsored and co-sponsored and stuff like that, them legislators ain't write that. A group of people got together and they wrote a policy. They figured out what the format was supposed to be, and they went and they slid it over to whoever that senator or state representative was and said, hey, I think you really gonna like this bill right here. You should flip through it. And then if you put it up there and sponsor it, we can go and we can lobby these other representatives and get them to vote it, and then it'll become a law. y'all can go drive me some policy right now. And if it's looking good enough, I'm taking it with me to Tallahassee in January. It really don't take that much, but folks also have to do the groundwork. That's the thing, that people that are doing harmful things with passing laws is that they got the ground game on lock in a way that they know, I need to go talk to this person, that person, that person. I'm finna set up these meetings, and people don't see all of that work that's being done in the background. So it's the same thing like when HB1 was happening. That was right after I blocked the bridge. Remember, they went and they passed that bill that said you get arrested in a felony for blocking the bridge after that. That had a lot to do with me. Yeah, that was me and them folks down in St. Pete, Jacksonville. Yes.
Yeah. Now that one.
Well, that one was for Tamar for me.
Yeah, I did. I came to that one.
That was for Tamar for me.
I was fucking paranoid and shit.
I think we all were.
What's up?
Yeah,
G?
I think everybody was.
What's up, G? He say he late coming on, but vote. Get the word out.
Hey.
Yes.
Please vote. Yeah, but honestly, for real, what people don't see is if you see me be a part of some sort of protest or sit-in or something like that, I'm also calling and setting up meetings with my city council people and my commissioners and them in the background. And I'm not going by myself. I'm not just a spokesperson. I'm taking a group of people that are also impacted to go into these meetings and talk about it. That's honestly how we got stuff like that board, even though fuck Grover to this day. He dissolved that. He can't do that to me. If you want to give me some money though, Grover, because you know you believe in me, because you know I'm real. It is what it is. But no, seriously, like if even to this day, the only reason they knew how to formulate that citizens like advisory board to the police department was because we had did a whole bunch of legwork. We had done presentations to them and everything like that. And then they hopped into action, and the last straw was blocking the bridge and blocking their money from Gulf Breeze. That was the last straw. But they was already getting it formulated because we had done a bunch of work to get it together. We had written our own policy and pushed it into place and had already lobbied people.
You know what I think that they should not be able to do? They should not be able to troll people on Facebook. The police.
Hey, we look.
Should not be able to put signs out in front of somebody's house talking about this trap house is closed.
I don't like it.
They shouldn't be able to also, right? Somebody need to stop.
We trying to keep his name out. We trying to keep his name out. Look at G. Andretti pulled the wool over our eyes, then flopped on us. He must go.
How he flop?
G?
I don't feel like did he ever go in there with well intentions? Y'all believe something from him? Because I didn't vote for him the first time he went in.
I'm interested to hear how he flopped.
I want to know.
I feel like he went in already with that agenda. I need 30,000 votes.
I mean,
I ain't gonna flop on you.
Right.
I'm too scared. I'm finna come home. Some of these girls gonna be my ass. I'm just kidding. Hold their feet to the fire, y'all.
Yeah, but
everybody know where I live.
it's stuff like that kind of like make me want to know more about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like,
you ever tapped in with Truthful G with his show on here?
Nope.
Yeah, he talk about a lot of different issues, political issues and stuff all the time. I be tapping in sometimes.
I definitely want to know how he flopped, because I feel like from the get-go for me with him, he went in 2018 that he was not the one. But that was also that wasn't a presidential year. We don't go out and vote like we should on years that's not presidential.
That's
and that kind of screwed us.
Yeah. That's a true statement. Man, how do we get people interested in voting during those times when it's not a presidential?
Well, you know what? The top issue and the top reason based off of like scientific that people don't go out and vote is because they don't feel educated on it. So they're like, I don't need to go do that. And we got to make an effort to sit down and educate. We changed to 2020 we put out like the hood voter guide
Mm-hmm.
and ran the
Oh.
black numbers up.
Oh.
We was in the clubs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at G
That's-
said.
But the sheriff did that too. He was singing to y'all in the churches.
They say he
Not
was in
you.
the black community until he got in office
David.
and did a Trump.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
we talking about a white guy.
We also I love what we got to start seeing results in the community. See the black vote matters.
Mhm.
So there are so many things that come down the pipeline that directly affect us, and we just don't see the big picture. And I do want to be a representative that can show people the big picture.
Right.
Hey, y'all, I was sitting in this meeting, like this is what they was talking about. If this comes down the pipeline and they vote this bill, this is what's gonna happen on the ground in your hood.
Yeah.
I want people to know that that's what our representatives should be doing. Or that's what we should have our committees and people that have these groups that are talking back to citizens and educating them. That's what they really should be doing. He went far right. Boy, that boy went real right.
He went far right.
He went far away.
I mean, let's just.
But no, we are directly impacted, y'all, and we do need to. This is the thing. Like going back to my original point around like what I want to come out of this run is I want this to be a movement. I don't want to organize this in the same old way, old fashioned that folks run electoral campaigns.
Right.
This is a movement. And this is about all us to me. That's why I said I want to go out in droves. I feel like everybody needs to know exactly what's going on. If you don't agree with my platform, good. At least I got a chance to tell you about it. Mm-hmm. As many people as possible. And I'm trying to go where people are. Door knocking is going to be great. I'm going to hit all the doors that I can.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show up to block parties. That's what I do. I'm already gonna be there even if I wasn't running.
Uh-huh.
Like if we being real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the club till 2 a.m. y'all. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's feeling great. Wait till I get DJ Neutron to run for a seat. Y'all gonna be really messed up. Maybe. Who knows? But no, seriously, like people gotta be educated. That's how they're gonna turn around and they're gonna go out and actually vote. That is the top reason. So we got to do our due diligence. Like when I do get out the vote work, I can't really do it now. I mean, I can, but I can't do it the way that I want to now because of like legal reasons of being a candidate. When I do get out the vote work, we do. All right, let me tell you about all these candidates. I don't care who you. All right, now when are you going to vote and where are you going to vote? Do you know where you got to go vote? All right, let me write down all the information for you. So you make sure that you got your voting plan in place. Mm-hmm. All right, now we're going to go outside and we're going to all do it. And we're going to get it. Okay. That's how we change it and people go up. But you know, if it's not a presidential year, people not really paying attention. I feel like people ain't really been paying attention this presidential year, but I'm ready to turn the heat up. So
yeah, it ain't interesting at all.
It's not, but I'm ready to turn the heat up. I'm outside. I don't care.
Let's get it.
Okay. And y'all come with me.
we definitely coming with you. We're gonna be outside this year for sure. We're gonna be outside even more, man. I appreciate you for coming through and like, you know, just giving us, you know, your reason for running and things like that. Hey, you had a good conversation with Mike. I think that conversation had to be had. I think it was good for both of you guys, actually. Mike, what's up, man? What you got in your mind?
So we gonna form the committee of the unheard.
I can't believe we talked for 1 hour and 30.
Really?
Like it didn't even feel that long.
Yeah, I could like.
Oh.
We was talking.
Yeah, when it come to like stuff like this, bro. Like I got a lot, bro.
Adrian said he outside too. I had to come off the porch.
Come on, Adrian. Can't wait to
G
see
said
you.
we had to find a way to make Black people care about issues in our community.
And
you got his support. Oh, I didn't see this one.
Thank you.
I'm watching White Detailing. If he said the ex-mayor Ashton Hayward works in my building, they are very interested in District 2 with 7 years of fly on the wall conversations at Andrews Institute.
Let me go ask Ashton about for some money.
Yeah. That was a perfect plug-in time to do it.
Thank you so much. Because Ashton remembered me. He was married when I first started stomping the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool dude, though.
Ashton? Yeah.
I'm pretty straight.
That's what's up. Well, any last words you want to give to the people here?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Let's do
I gotta raise money. I do need donations. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's on the flyer that y'all will see that's posted. There's a QR code, there's a link. Anything really helps. I need to be able to get people t-shirts, get hats, be able to put the message out there so I can hit the ground. I also have to pay for like qualifying things to make sure that I'm on the ballot in November. So anything helps. Hey, how you doing? Right. Oh, good. We live.
They've been watching.
Hey. So yeah, but also y'all, when I say I really do want to show up 20 deep at least to everything that I do, I mean that. Come DM the page, Hale Morrissette for Florida State Rep. And let me know. There's a little link also that's on my page to sign up to be a volunteer. Because I want people outside. Even if volunteering just means, hey, this is where I'm gonna be at popping up on such and such date. I need y'all to come out with me. Come knock doors with me. Tell people about what it is that we're trying to do over here. Support and share. Share support.
Man, this talk was. I ain't dropped no sound effects through the whole thing.
Ooh, that's how I be DJing because I get into it.
I was like,
no
man, it's too good.
No drops.
I'm with Supernova. It was too good of a combo. Mike, you got any last words before we end the live?
You got nothing.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit to say.
Of course.
For sure. Well, Zakima, you got something? You got anything dropping? This is the perfect time to plug.
Wait, number one, I'm supporting my sister.
Let's go.
I'm supporting my sister. This is my girl. Y'all vote. Y'all follow. Share. Listen.
Get registered to vote, please.
Please and thank you. Anything dropping from me? Nothing dropping. I'm kind of flip-flopping. I'm gonna be doing more performances.
Okay.
So come see me at Cask and Flights June 8th with the Smooth Soul Band.
Sweet.
Come see me at Cask and Flights June 13th, leading Ladies Night.
Okay.
That's gonna be once a month. That's a new thing. So just getting out there.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing me more.
That's what's up. You
I
gotta
guess I
circle
should
back.
tell
You
y'all.
gotta spin the block though. You gotta come back for an interview.
That's why I brought it with me. You guys set it up.
Yeah.
Oh, and y'all listen to the radio because DJ will be on the radio on Mondays at 5:00.
Yeah. If y'all, I didn't think I had to announce this, bro. If y'all not on to the Queen's Mix on Mondays, man, y'all sleep. Especially if you're an independent artist from the city.
Yeah.
And if you got a radio version, man, and she actually likes the song, you getting played, bro. And she gonna play. I've heard I heard her mix in, and I'm talking about mix in right behind like a national hit, a hit. Your song come right behind it in a smooth mix. So if y'all not up on that, take advantage of that. Get you some radio play. But this is the Chop Up Podcast. We had DJ Hale, aka for you normal people out there that ain't up on the DJ.
Hale Morrissette.
Hale Morrissette in the building.
Get it.
Man, this was a great interview. We got to do more like this. Y'all tune in on next Thursday. I don't know who we're going to have, but we're going to be talking some real shit and shit that's going on in the city. It's the Chop Up Podcast, and we out. Peace.